What's up, guys? I'm here bringing you some Dark Souls, a little video for a nice little tip getting started with a new character in the game, or if you want to come back and get some gear. Say you think you're struggling a little bit on the gargoyles or in the Capra Demon, wherever you are early in the game. These items will help you out immensely, help you get some better items also with one of the items we're going to pick up here as well, plus a couple of souls that will help you in your leveling of your character. I got a new character here, just arrived in Firelink Shrine from the tutorial stage, playing as my thief. You're going to want to run down from Firelink Shrine and go just down to this elevator, and we're going to head straight down below Firelink Shrine into New Londo Ruins. If you didn't know, there is a soul right to your left here you can pick up, again, to help with your leveling. Anything, any little bit counts, but as always, do not use them until you're next to a bonfire. Plus, of course, we will be dying a couple times down here, so best to come down here with barely any souls on you. See, I barely have any souls. I spent as many as I can to level up, and I don't care about losing those ones at all. So we're going to run across these little wooden bridges across this water, making sure not to fall in the water, guys, because following the water will end up in an imminent death. You will die, you will drown. So avoid that, and avoid the little ghost witch type characters that spawn in here as well. They will murder you, and you will not do anything against them. So now we're going to run across this skinny little land bridge here, avoiding them that spawn right there. Pick up this item. I'm just going to dive off the side here and drown. Get right back to the start. That was a Firekeeper soul, so you can run back, use it, upgrade your flask to +1 already, which will help you immensely in being able to heal yourself better. So then we're going to head straight back down that elevator, and this time we're going to hook a right instead of going left in the New Londo Ruins. We're going to go right through this gate right here, and we're going to head into the Valley of the Drakes. So we're going to go up these stairs and through this gate. So you are going to want to have the Master Key on you. I have a Thief, so it starts with it automatically, but I always choose on all of my characters, I always start with the Master Key. Other three of my characters all have it. So we're going to head across here, take a left, come across that bridge, take a left. We're going to head for those items down there next to that undead dragon, who is guarding some good items, a shield and a sword, and also a soul worth 2,000 souls when redeemed. So we're going to run up here, do it very quickly, pick up the shield and sword first here, guys. That is the main thing. Pick him up and let him, he will murder you in no time. There's a sword, there's a shield, and by the time we don't have time to even move, by the time we're done picking that up, he's swiping us, we're dead. No problem, again, you will die. He will swipe you then, that first one. But we're just going to come straight back down here. That's the last time we're going to have to make that run down from Firelink Shrine, guys. We're going to head right back across here, right back towards him, and now we're going to have to get across him when he's vomiting up that purple goo that he vomits up that has a little damaging effect, but it's mostly there for the poison that it puts on, hits you. If you get hit by it a certain number of times, about 5 times, you will become poisoned. So be careful of that. I'll show you how to get past it right here. You're going to want to stand right about in front of this last bush right there, and I'll show you right here what kind of damaging effects it does to you real quick. It takes about a fifth of, fills about a fifth of the poison meter and barely does any damage to you. So just make sure that when it disappears like that, starts to fade out, run wide to the right, pick up this item and be mashing circle to start rolling, because he's going to swipe right there. You saw the swipe. If you don't roll, he will hit you again and you will have to make that run down. So just be sure to roll. So now we're just going to continue on this path, being sure to hug the right side of the cliff wall and not fall off to our deaths on the left. We're going to have to get past this first blue drake right here. Not really much of a problem. You're just going to want to sprint at him and then tap circle to do the jump and roll past him when he starts his attack. You'll avoid that attack completely and just run by him. He's not going to give you any more problems. This one sometimes or sometimes not will attack you, but as long as you sprint and go sharp right here up the hill, he's not going to hit you. This time he attacked, but I'm already way past the attack area that he's aiming at, so it's fine. We're going to head up this door in the hill. And we're going to head up this elevator right here, and we're going to activate the bonfire up here. So just in case something does happen, we spawn right back at this bonfire, which is easy enough, just a short way from anywhere we're going up here, so we don't have to run that whole long way again. Alright, so here's the bonfire, and then we're going to keep heading out, and out there's going to be a shield on a little lower path, and there's going to be a night guard in the upper path. We're going to get past the night I always like to do a little roll past him, even when going down this lower path, because sometimes he will swing at you. And now don't do what I do. Do never do your dodging to the outside. That was my mistake. I did it, and I went right over the edge. Always go inside, hug the cliff side. It'll save you numerous times. So we're spawning back in right here. And this time we're just going to back up because we already picked that item. We don't have to go down. So I'm going to back up, let him come towards me so I can dive into the cave we came out of. Just an easy opening to dive in to avoid the attack. And now we're just going to continue up this path for a couple bends around and pick up some leather armor, a longbow, and some feather arrows, which all is going to be very helpful. We're not going to go over there yet. Just continue up the path. And around this next bend, I believe, we're going to take the lower path and not the upper path, and we're going to go pick up our items. We're going to walk all the way down there where that note is about, that someone left on the ground. We're going to jump on this ledge, and this is our armor and longbow and 16 feather arrows, which is all useful gear to have. That longbow is going to come to very great use when trying to get your Drake sword when you're shooting the Drake tail. Just buy some arrows from the merchant in Undead Burg, and you have that longbow, and just go to town. Just make sure your dexterity is at 14 to get the full effect out of it, and you'll be doing work. And this crystal lizard up here, just don't run by it. Just don't run by them. Always kill these crystal lizards when you have the chance. Their drops are always good. Always good in helping you level up your weapons. I'm just swinging at him with a dagger. It's taking a little while because I'm just swinging at him with a dagger. Again, I'm playing as a thief, new character, no weapons. I'm not using that sword I picked up. I didn't put it on. So I'm just using my dagger. So it takes a little longer to kill that crystal lizard, but it is dead. And one of those items you do get from it can be used to upgrade that sword we picked up here. And that sword keeps getting better and better as a sword to start off early in the game with if you have the 14th faith to fully effectively use it. So we're going to come into Darkwood Garden now, and we're going to take an immediate left and roll past this tree-looking dude just to get past his attacks, and we're going to run straight here, and we're now in Undead Parish just about. In this little doorway up here is where we'll be. We just got to run past one more enemy, and we will be in safety. This enemy is not going to attack you if you just run by. He will not hit you. Do not worry about it. Just run straight into up where the blacksmith is. If you have some souls on you, so go for it. Upgrade your weapon or do something at the blacksmith. There he is. But I'm just going to run up here. I'm going to activate this bonfire up here just in case, something does happen. Like I get killed running to the elevator up here that we're going to run to get back to Firelink Shrine. I don't want to have to spawn all the way back to where my last activated bonfire was. So now it's going to take the long little run. It's not too long, but the straight just going to book it straight towards those elevators down there. I'm going to run past everything. I'm not going to attack anything. I don't feel the need to. You can get around that knight guarding the guarding the Firekeeper soul to upgrade your flask. You can avoid him. He's on the right here and pick up that soul. By all means, do it if you want it. I'm just going to wait till later in the game to use it and upgrade my flask to +2. So now we are heading back to Firelink Shrine. And we're just going to put on our items, sit down, chill, level up, use some of the souls and level up that we picked up. And start the game with some awesome gear. Just again, remember, buy some arrows so when you get to that Drake on the bridge, when you're under it, shoot his tail. And get your Drake sword. That will be very, very useful for you for many hour in the game. Because it's very useful. I use it for most of the early areas until you start upgrading your other weapons. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I've decided to scratch my complete playthrough of the game for every single area because I just decided that'd be too many videos to put up. So I'm just going to do tips and tricks like this. Areas where you can get some good items early in the games and in certain areas farm souls. And then also boss videos for the harder bosses in the game, which people seem to be having problems with. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.